Hi everyone, welcome to In His Love. My name is Pedita. How are you doing? Good. Thank you all for stopping by to watch this video. If this is your first time here, you're highly welcome to In His Love channel. And my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, I thank you and you're welcome also. If you're here, you haven't subscribed, please do us the honor and subscribe to this channel so that way you can get videos whenever I upload. Don't forget to hit the notification button and like the video. Like. So I have a little cough going on, so excuse my voice. But anyway, I saw this video. I saw this video about a church service, right? And the choirs, the choir members, the musicians, they were singing, leading praise and worship. And the pastor just went in there and interrupted them, like just stopped them and started rebuking them right there on the spot. Watch the video and we'll come back and I'll say one or two words.
Hallelujah. Please, if you want to lead praise or you get off this altar. You understand me? And if you're going to be late to church service, you don't come here again. You don't do that to go earn a living. We are raising generations that don't fear God, and I won't take it. You sing good praise or we get off the altar. Hallelujah. Please, if you want to lead praise or you get off this altar. You understand me? And if you're going to be late to church service, you don't come here again. You don't do that to go earn a living. We are raising generations that don't fear God, and I won't take it. You sing good praise or we get off the altar.
Look at that disgrace. All because you want to serve God. All because you want to go to church and worship God. All because people want to go and be in a building called church to serve God, and then they get abused like this from the so-called man of God. There's a better way that he could have done this. I mean, he could have waited till the praise worship was over, call them aside, talk to them, what happened. First of all, thank you for, I know all you have been doing is good. And I've done a video like this on this same thing where a pastor was publicly rebuking the choir in the middle of their song, stopping the song to tell them they are singing very horribly. They do it all the time. I've personally experienced it and it didn't go down well with me at all, I remember. So there's a way that he could have done it. Call them aside, let them do what they are doing, whatever, after the service, you call them aside, you thank them for all their efforts and everything. Look, I know you guys have been working hard, doing all this, going for all this extra choir practice is not easy. I know, you have, some of you are students, some of you are workers, some of you are parents. I know it's not easy, but guys, you guys can do a little better. What happened today? Today's singing was kind of off. It's not usually the way you guys normally sing. What's going on, And then let them talk, let them, say one or two things, and then you encourage them. The scripture says we should encourage one another, So he rebukes them like this. In fact, he disgraced them in public, in front of the whole church. And then he has no respect for them. Like we can see, the choir is the two girls that we saw in the video. They looked young, but still, even if they are older than him, even if they are of high age, people should learn to respect human beings just because they are human beings, just because they are the images of God. We are all God's image, so we should give ourselves respect. what they say, respect is reciprocal, right? But look at the way he's talking to them, and then he's talking to the musicians, just basically talking to all of them, that that this generation has no fear of God anymore, and if they don't want to come, they should not come, blah blah blah. Sometimes I don't know. Some of these pastors is either they are suffering from lack of home training, or the power of being the pastor, the power of being the leader, the power of being the GO of their church has gotten into their head that they feel so high and mighty over everybody else, and they feel like they can talk to anybody anyhow. Especially Africans. I may be, if I'm wrong, correct me, but my Nigerians that I know, where I'm from, they feel like they can just talk to you anyhow. Why do people feel so entitled to talk to you, to talk to others anyhow they feel like? Because if someone should say that back to him, to that same pastor, I don't think he will like it. It's not every time that his preaching is good too. It's not every time that he preaches well and people are edified. But none of the members go up to him and say, Pastor, your preaching was horrible today. Or even right there while he's preaching, they raise up their hand and keep raising up their hand, and they give the person microphone and say, Pastor, your preaching is horrible. What are you preaching? Why are you preaching this kind of nonsense preaching? No, nobody says that. So why will you say it to your choir members? Why will you say it? So again, no respect, no appreciation, is a entitlement feeling, is a ownership, like he owns them. And don't mind you, is probably not paying them anything. No, the Pentecostal churches that we know, they never pay nobody anything. Every worker there is volunteer. Every worker there is for work for free. They'll tell you you're working for God. Yes, if you're working for God, does that mean you shouldn't get paid? Go to other churches, go to other like Orthodox churches, or these old churches that are owned not by one man. Go and see what they are doing. They do pay their workers. They pay some of their workers. Maybe not everyone, but at least they pay the main ones, the heads, the musicians, they get paid. So people are doing all these things free, and you just talk to them anyhow you like. That is so bad. That is so bad. And he's talking about a generation nowadays has no fear of the Lord. This is bad. So the fear of the Lord, it only shows when they sing good song, or when they sing very well. That's the fear of the Lord will only show when they sing very well, or the fear of the Lord will only show when they come to church on time, when they are punctual. People can do that and still don't have any fear of the Lord. Even the GO himself, maybe the general overseer, the founder of the church, the pastor, the daddy, the this and that, of the church, and he's doing something evil behind. We are hearing all kinds of stories going on, pastors sleeping with members and all kinds of things, and so will you say that that kind of pastors have the fear of the Lord? Again, judging your righteousness with what you do. We are saved by grace. Sometimes I even wonder, like, all this, the church service, the way everything is arranged, opening prayer, praise and worship, prayer time, testimony time. Who even arranged all those things? Like, must it follow that order? Must church service follow a particular order? How about if we just go to church and just start sharing the word of God? The pastor preaches and we make it like an open dialogue, and people ask questions, people come and try to answer the questions, everybody's interacting, and then everybody's satisfied with what they've learned that day, and we all go home. No praise worship. what will happen? The church won't be complete that day. Church service will not be complete that day. Sometimes I wonder, like, all this structure, man-made structure of how how church service should be run on a service day. It puts too much pressure on people, especially the choir and the musicians. These people are here. They are in church more than any other person. They are in church even more than the pastor himself. They will come for rehearsals. They will come for every service that they have, that the church is having. They are there. Extra rehearsals, they are there. Prayer meeting, they are there. Name it. They are everywhere. And this is how you appreciate them. And look at the girls, young girls. Maybe they are just coming up. They are just learning how to sing. They are not that good. How about you hire someone that can train their voices? Pastor. How about you pay someone? You know, they never want to spend anything out of that offering and tithe that they collect for themselves, to remove and spend to help. Even when in a secular world, when people have their businesses, you know, the profits that you get, you don't just spend everything and eat everything up. Sometimes you need to put that profit back into the business. You know, same thing with churches, especially all these Pentecostal churches like this one. We know they are all business centers. Take some of those offering. You know, this choir, they are little girls. They are just learning how to sing. What will it hurt you to take a little bit of that money, find someone that can teach them, that can voice train them, so they can sing better for you? Because obviously it's for you. God did not complain about their singing, but the singing is obviously for your enjoyment. That's why you saw that what they were singing was rubbish. Again, in all of this drama, all of these things that he did, where is the love? Where is the love of God? Where is the love of God? There's no love. That's not tough love. Some people say it's tough love. No, that's not tough love. That is not. That's control. That's control and fear. He has succeeded in putting fear into the people's hearts. So now people will be like, oh, pastor is coming. Pastor is here. You know, people are shaking because pastor is there. Or people are shaking because, you know, if they are 1 minute late now, they are shaking. What will pastor say? Let pastor not come and disgrace me, you know. Everybody's shaking. In fact, let me tell you a story. There was one time I went to braid a church member, a sister's hair, right? And we both went to the same church then. And the sister, I guess she didn't calculate how long it would take for me to finish the braids. Maybe I didn't tell her to, you know. So we're doing the hair, and we did not finish before what was it, 5 p.m. or so. And that is the time for their house fellowship meeting. And I was braiding. So, I mean, because the house fellowship meeting usually have like a leader and then an assistant. So I didn't think, I just felt like, okay, we'll continue to braid. Maybe she was the leader of her branch house fellowship, not in her house, in somewhere or some other member's house. So, but she goes there, she is the leader, and she has an assistant. And so I figured, okay, the assistant will take over as she can't make it since we have not finished her hair. Do you know that this sister was shaking? She was like, oh, I have to go. It's almost time for house fellowship. I have to be there. You know, I don't know. If I'm not there, pastor will be very mad at me. Pastor will not be happy with me. So, long story short, we had to stop the braiding halfway. I went to run some errands for myself, and she went for a house fellowship. And then after the house fellowship, she came back, and then we continued braiding the hair. See? Fear. She stopped her hair that she's doing, she not only stopped wasted her own time, she also wasted my time, me braiding her hair. So everybody's time ceased. Why? Because somebody was afraid of what pastor will see. So that's the same thing here. When you go to a church and the pastor or members, they tend to, the way they do things there, you sense fear. You sense yourself behaving as if you're afraid of pastor or you're afraid of anybody in that church. That God's presence is not there. You shouldn't be there. That is not a good place to be. That is not a good church to be. Because serving God, there should be no fear when you serve God. It should be love that you feel, not fear. So, leave your comments, leave your thoughts on this video, and thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button, and don't forget to like, and I'll see you on my next video. Remain in His love. Bye.